There are moments that pass quietly yet leave a heavy mark in everyone's mind. This was one of those times, a scene where silence spoke louder than 1,000 words. When Joss casually interacted with someone else, the atmosphere shifted, subtle, but impossible to ignore. Gawin didn't say anything. No words, no clear actions, yet his entire aura revealed a hidden storm, a storm that fans quickly recognized. Not anger, not sadness, but something far more telling: jealousy. In that instant, the mask slipped. What lay beneath was the secret boyfriend energy Gawin could never fully hide, a glance that carried a weight of emotion, a mood too obvious for fans to overlook, and a silent question that still lingers. What did Gawin really feel? The moment began so casually, almost too ordinary to notice. Joss was simply there, his attention briefly drifting elsewhere, but that tiny shift was enough to spark something unexpected. It wasn't in the words exchanged, nor in the gestures, it was in the silence that followed. And in that silence, fans found themselves holding their breath, waiting for what came next. Then came a glance, subtle, fleeting, yet far too powerful to ignore. Gawin's eyes carried a weight that could not be explained. Not anger, not joy, but a quiet turbulence, as if his heart spoke louder than his lips ever could. For those watching, it was impossible to decide whether it was jealousy, protectiveness, or something deeper, but it was there. The atmosphere seemed to change around them, and no words were spoken, yet the space felt charged with an invisible tension. It was as if an unspoken drama was unfolding right before everyone's eyes, one written not with dialogue but with emotion. And in that moment, fans could only wonder, was this just coincidence, or something more that slipped through by accident? A quiet smile tried to mask the truth, but the mask was too thin. Every small expression told a story, one that words would never fully capture. There was a secret mood, a hidden energy that no one could deny, and the question lingered still. Was this the side of Gawin fans were never meant to see? The silence lingered longer than expected. Fans couldn't help but notice how the mood around them shifted, as if an invisible wall had been placed between the two. And no words were exchanged, yet the distance seemed louder than any argument. It was not clear what either of them truly felt, but the weight of that moment pressed heavily in the air. Every glance seemed sharper, every small gesture magnified. There was something restrained, hidden beneath the surface, an emotion that refused to be spoken aloud. Was it jealousy? Was it something even deeper? The answer never came. Only more questions, left to linger in the minds of those who saw it unfold. The scene carried a strange kind of quiet drama, one that didn't need dialogue to make its point. Gawin's expression, though faint, seemed to betray what he tried so hard to conceal, and yet, the more he tried to hide it, the clearer it became for anyone watching closely. It was a truth unspoken, but impossible to ignore. Then, almost as quickly as it appeared, the moment dissolved back into normalcy. A smile, a laugh, a casual shift. Everything seemed fine again on the surface, but the memory of that hidden mood remained. Fans kept replaying it, over and over, searching for clues, knowing that something had slipped through the cracks of silence. For a brief second, the world seemed to pause. Every tiny detail, his glance, the way he shifted, the silence that followed felt like pieces of a puzzle no one could fully solve. It wasn't loud, it wasn't obvious, yet it carried a weight that fans could not forget, a secret mood wrapped in mystery, leaving more questions than answers. And then it was gone. As if nothing had happened. Everything slipped back into normal rhythm, but the echo of that hidden moment lingered unspoken, unresolved, unforgettable. Was it truly jealousy, or something far more complicated than anyone dared to say? Some moments fade with time, but this one refuses to disappear. Fans still replay it, searching for an answer hidden between glances, between silences, between emotions left unspoken. Was it truly jealousy, or something deeper that neither of them dared to reveal? No one knows for sure. And maybe that is why this moment feels unforgettable, because it left behind a mystery that words could never explain. What Gawin really felt remains a question only his eyes could answer.